A very beautiful evening to you all, my friends. Once again, my name is Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwenohudin, the usual host here on social media. There are some group of persons that have been inboxing me, asking me about my reason behind my actions against Iran. But I want us all to understand the fact that I am not hating on Iran Omigo. And if you know me too, you agree to the fact that I am one of those that criticizes the actions of government where necessary. And where it is expedient for one to enrich the government with accolade or encomium, we'll do everything humanly possible without restriction to enrich the government with encomium in an area where the government has done the needful. But today, we will agree to the fact that one recalcitrant who calls himself Mega Comrade Iran Omigo is misleading the general public, trying to play with the intelligence of Edo people without Edo people knowing that this individual is only working to satisfy his own interests and to enrich his business conglomerate at the detriment of the collective destiny of everyone. One begins to wonder, why on earth will Iran Omigo be using his personal account to collect money from people? Why on earth an organization that is supposed to be an organization that has different segments, different individuals piloting the affair of the organization, will be organized in a way and manner that other members of the group have no say? The secretary general, the financial secretary, the treasurer, as the case may be, the whole of them are being sidelined, and Omigo is everywhere. His personal bank account is what he's using to collect money from here in Nigeria. His bank account is Access Bank, and as I've said before now, we'll get our message in that regard. And I've been releasing some good revelations about Iran Omigo, but some persons believe that those informations are not real. We don't just post because we want to post. We post on the basis of facts and evidence. Not until today, we are now aware of the fact that Iran Omigo, as an individual, is spending 80% of people's freedom movement money in the waste of women. Not just all women, but gullible women in Europe. Because I see no reason why he's seeing lady, a beautiful lady, and a lady who understands her value in the society, sleeping with a recalcitrant Omigo who has nothing to offer. The gullible, the sack illiterate who doesn't understand the nitty-gritties of their right will always say, Omigo is defending me. One begins to wonder, is Iran Omigo God? Can't you defend yourself on your own? Why are you enriching Iran Omigo with more accolade when you know quite well that this man is extorting or exploiting our people? Today, the series of information I made that Iran Omigo was busy extorting money from one blessing in Europe, or in the name of freedom fighting. After extorting money, as if that is not enough, he was busy sleeping with the one. I can assure you that many women have been a victim of Iran Omigo's action. They don't have the capacity to come out because in our society here in Africa, no woman, even when woman is wrong, woman is right. The society is designed in a way and manner that places women at the receiving end. So none of them have the courage to come out public to say that this boy has done something, this guy has done something. But I pray God that in the anticipated future, when women are empowered, they will be courageous enough to come out with the secret and what Iran Omigo has done to them. Now you collected the sum of 2.2 million naira from a woman. For what reason? Why are you doing all that? Now, People Freedom Movement resources has become your personal resources. And if there are still some gullible people who are still clapping, hailing him, saying that he's defending them, let me tell you the simple truth. Iran Omigo is not defending anybody. Iran Omigo is only establishing his consortium, and is building his consortium beyond what is normal. And at the end of the day, when he has succeeded in building his consortium, you know the true character of Irhan Omigo. If you want to know the true character of a man, give him power. Very soon, you see Irhan Omigo showing his true quality. You agree to the fact that those persons who are working with Irhan Omigo, who started People Freedom Movement with Irhan Omigo, are no longer with him, because they all now understand the fact that Irhan Omigo is a man that cannot be trusted. Irhan Omigo is a man that is very, very arrogant. Irhan Omigo is a man that never takes advice. Irhan Omigo is a man that is very, very egocentric. Irhan Omigo is a man that is very, very egoistic. Irhan Omigo is a man that is not concerned about the welfare of other persons. Coming out on a daily basis to attack Godwin Obaseki or insulting the government, majority of persons, because of the fact that there is already an administrative problem or the failure of government in Nigeria. So majority of persons will say, Irhan Omigo is saying the truth because government in the past has failed. But if we are sincere to ourselves, we agree to the fact that it is not the current Edo State government that created problem in Edo State. Where was Irhan Omigo when he was busy contesting election here in Nigeria? Where was Irhan Omigo when members of the People's Democratic Party were in power? Where was Irhan Omigo when this state was being pushed into the backwater of economic decadence? Now that somebody somewhere is coming now to say, let's address the problem of our people, let's ensure that we provide sustainable democratic dividend for the people. Now that an individual is coming out to say, as governor of Edo State is no longer business, let's be needful, let's address the problem of the people. Irhan Omigo is doing everything humanly possible to torment him just because he's aspiring contest in the anticipated governorship election here in Nigeria. And I begin to wonder. But those of us, Irhan Omigo depends on secondary information to attack Godwin Obaseki. Irhan Omigo have not visited Edo State. Irhan Omigo don't even know what is obtainable in Edo State. I can assure you that what we have in Edo State is different from the Edo State of 1993. What we have in Edo State is different from the Edo State of 1999. What we have in Edo State in 2017, 2018 is different from the Edo State we have in 2007. Thank God today we are having a successive administration or regime that is very, very serious enough to address the plight of the downtrodden in our contemporary society. Now, I want to take this early to all Edo people at home and in diaspora. When Godwin Obaseki came into power, the first thing he did was to put an end to Agbero and ensure that the revenue collection in the state is well consolidated. As we speak, no market woman will say somebody came to beat him. And now, let me tell you, if you want to build a better Edo State, you want to build a successive government, a government that is successful, as it may be, you want to ensure consistency and peaceful transfer of power in a way and manner that the individual who represented the collective interest and destiny of the people is sustained. Let me tell you, the government must take some drastic action. Obaseki is not working sentiment. Obaseki is not playing sentiment. Obaseki is building a better Edo State. When he came in, he put an end to Agbero. And when he came in, he put an end to CDA activities. And as we speak, land developers are developing in various communities without quorum. And as we speak, people market traders are doing their work, doing their business without quorum. I think we are in the best position to continue to enrich this government with more accolade instead of supporting one recalcitrant who is trying to take an advantage of the lacuna in the democratic infrastructure to perpetuate evil. I am not saying that there is no problem in Edo State, get it clear. But if you expect Godwin Obaseki on its own to address the problem without a collaborative support, there are bound to be problems. Now, I still wonder why Omigo went as far as collecting 2.2 million naira from the said blessing. Why is Irhan Omigo victimizing ladies? Why? But many of men are not aware that in Europe specifically, not all though, because there are some who are very, very intelligent, more than one stark illiterate called Irhan Omigo. Why is Irhan Omigo subjecting these people into emotional trauma? Why is Irhan Omigo collecting money from them with in the name of luring them to bed, but at the end of the day, trying as much as possible to paint his quest for freedom? What is freedom? Freedom is earned. For you to ensure freedom, you must show love. But today, you come out online, you use different derogatory statements against people. If anybody advised you, you attack them, you insult the governor, you insult everybody. You don't even take advice from a member of your People Freedom Movement. So at least to some extent, the characteristics are what we possess, and our reputation is what possesses about us. Iranomigo has shown to the world that his characteristics are not suitable for any sane human being. Iranomigo comes online, begins to use derogatory statement. At least to some extent, we should begin to question the sanity of Iranomigo, because Iranomigo action shows that he's insane. I am not hating Iranomigo, get it clearly, but let's tell ourselves the truth. Tell friend truth, not the spoil friend. Iranomigo should stop extorting people. Iranomigo, they collect money from people who want to use and travel from one place to another, or in the name of protest. Good. Iranomigo, are you aware that here in Edo State, Iranomigo instigated some group of persons to protest against the Edo State government for no reason? When those persons ask him, Iranomigo, what's our reason? What would be our reason for protesting? He said, we just want to make the governor of Edo State feel that yes, People Freedom Movement is alive. We just want to make Edo State ungovernable. That's why I personally tagged the People Freedom Movement a social media terrorist. It's a terrorist organization, and I think government of the day that is sincere should begin to question the action of the PFA, because all of them are extremists. Believe me, if you see the comments of members of PFM, even when they don't have the logo as their profile piece, you will know they use insulting statements. Let me tell you one thing about me. No matter what you say about me, no matter what the kind of language you use against me, no matter the kind of insult you pour on me, I will still send my message and I will explain to you why I am standing on that ground. I believe social media is designed to sensitize our people. We should going to sensitize our people. We should going to let our people know the truth. If Iranomigo is doing everything humanly possible to tarnish our image, or he's sending his proxies or his ally to attack us because of the fact that we are telling him the truth, or because we are punishing him with the truth, he can continue with what he's doing. But believe you me, on my own perspective, I stand to defend the interest of the Aminu Kano Talakawas. I stand to defend the interest of all Edo people. I start to open the secret agenda of People's Freedom Movement. And no matter what People's Freedom Movement does, we will begin to tell them the truth. Why is it, even I want to tell you, majority of People's Freedom Movement in the members are gullible. That is why you are seeing some little rift between Emmanuel Agbogun, who is one of the pivotal of People's Freedom Movement here in Nigeria, with Iranomigo, because those men like Emmanuel Agbogun, we know him to be a man of repository quality, a man of impeccable quality. Iranomigo brought the sum of 130,000 naira and gave it to Emmanuel S. Agbogun to conduct a world press conference here for him in Nigeria. After all said and done, to conduct a world press conference here in Nigeria, you must spend at least 500,000. Iranomigo called Emmanuel S. Agbogun to come give him an account on how he spent a mere 100,000 that is not even enough to pay ITV in the media coverage. Is that not enough reason for everyone to know that Iranomigo is not sincere? So if you are falling prey for Iranomigo, I will not say you should not fall prey, but don't allow him to take an advantage of your gullibility or take an advantage of the state democratic infrastructure to perpetuate it. Now let me tell you why Iranomigo is being popular in the face of some disgruntled political elements who happens to be some gullible members of the PFM. It is because it is a clear fact that government in the past have failed Nigeria. We will not change that. It is a clear fact that even here in Nigeria, things have not. The things is not the way it ought to be. Yes, but get it clearly. Godwin Obaseki cannot be blamed in all of this. Godwin Obaseki is building a better Edo State. I think when somebody is doing what is right, you are supposed to be giving him a support. You are supposed, even if you cannot hail him, because to us and to me, I strongly believe that there is need for criticism. If you don't criticize government, government cannot function. If you don't tell government that government you are not meeting up to expectation, government will not be placed their tools. But in a situation where you are not living governance, when you are not living through criticism or constructive criticism to hate, or because you want to tarnish the image of an individual, then your action becomes an aberration. It becomes what is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. There is a Latin terminology that states under legal terminology, "Nemo judes in casa sua." No man shall be a judge in his own case. I would do your 10%. You must hear directly from the party first before judging. Iranomigo have not visited Nigeria for a long period of time, but he depends on speculation to sell information. Iranomigo is not even aware of how administration is being organized. But it's in Europe. He has left America because no American citizen or Canada citizen or even Australia enlightened citizen will fall prey for his gimmicks. So he has to do everything humanly possible to leave the area where enlightened people are and go to Europe where some women happens to engage in prostitution. And when they see somebody that is clapping for them to continue to their action, they will begin to praise him. Iran Omigo is only aiding and abetting prostitution. Iran Omigo is aiding and abetting human trafficking. Iran Omigo is aiding and abetting illegal armed trafficking. But you won't believe this. A man who came out on social media to say because he's a security officer on a live social media broadcast, it shows that individual is a recalcitrant. Even the president of the United States that has the power to grant the Second Amendment for the city of the United States cannot come up with a gun on a live media chat. Not to talk of one recalcitrant that was once an illegal immigrant before he became a legal immigrant in the United States of America. The U.S. citizens are so enlightened, they will not fall prey. That is why he's traveling to, he left his office, his security job in America, and he's in Europe trying to deceive the gullible ones. So open your eyes. You may hate on me if I'm telling you the truth. But as far as we are concerned, the truth is simple. Iran Omigo is not sincere. Iran Omigo is only making money. Iran Omigo is establishing his personal consortium at the detriment of the collective destiny of everyone. If everybody sees that there is somebody somewhere that is protesting in favor of those who are crossing the Mediterranean Sea to Europe, everybody who wants to travel, get it clear. Nobody is saying that you should not travel by air. Thank God, just recently, the Atalo crack team, just recently, Atalo, the crack team, organized a dinner award. And at the end of the day, the statement of the governor and the statement of the governor on the issue of migration was very clear. Because the governor stated categorically clear that the government is not against traveling. But no government will sit and tolerate a situation where a citizen begins to die in Mediterranean Sea, or because they want to go and access greener pasture. I will say categorically clear that the majority of Nigerians who are traveling abroad, the job that they are doing in abroad, will not do it here in Nigeria. Are you going to block money in Europe? You are not blocking money. So the truth is simple. PFN, the People Freedom Movement, is a terrorist organization. The difference between People Freedom Movement and Boko Haram is that Boko Haram is a terrorist organization on ground. It's a terror on the people through bombing and what have you. But People Freedom Movement is an online and a cyber terrorist that must be checked. And believe you me, there is different system of warfare in this world right now. We have cyber warfare. The People Freedom Movement is unleashing cyber terrorism on the people of Edo State and the Edo State government, and it's very, very expedient for sincere individuals to stand the test of time and confront the hegemony of People Freedom Movement. Ipso facto, I want to use this opportunity to tell you all that it's not as if I'm hating on Iran Omigo, but let him stop extorting people. Let him stop taking an advantage of Edo women in Europe, some Edo women in Europe, sleeping with women, spending money on women. You come out on television on social media to begin to claim that you are standing for the people, whereas your primary interest is to satisfy your interest at the detriment of the collective destiny of the people. You are sleeping with women in Europe, you are collecting money here and there, you are building, very soon I'm going to snap the picture of your hotel. The hotel that you are building is somewhere in GRA, Benin City. But nobody knows. Now we are already aware. I'm going to snap it, and I'm going to snap your office. The office that you established here in Nigeria to begin to orchestrate cyber terrorism. People are not aware of the fact that you have a shopping mall that you are building at the same time with a hotel. Is this supposed to be so? Where do you work, Iran Omigo? Now you are collecting money from different individuals, claiming that you are defending, whereas you are establishing your own business, building a business empire for yourself. At the end of the day, you will say that you will still raise money to contest the Edo State governorship election. But believe you me, there's no way you can even contest the State governorship election because you are too dull to intimidate strong intellectuals within the poor view of the Edo State political cycle. In a nutshell, I am using this opportunity to call on Edo people to please tell Iran Omigo to manage himself, We are not saying that he should not build hotel. We are not saying that he should not build a shopping mall. We are not saying that he should not buy the same land that he just bought in the GRA recently at the rate of 68 million. We are not saying he should not buy it. You can buy. But in a situation where you want to placate the intellectual logic, or try to take an advantage of the gullibility of those people in Europe to build the business empire, we'll continue to expose you. So please and please and please, if you are watching, share this video. Share this video for those gullible ones to really know the true situation on ground so that they can be liberated. Hiram Nomigo is doing nothing. He's only trying to build his business empire. But if you cannot take my advice now, in the future, you know what I mean. Thank you very much. Once again, I remember my humble self, Comrade Stanley Osase Osakwenokwodin, the son of the Benin Empire, the logo of the current traditional dispensation in Edo State. Greetings to our most respected Omonoba, Oba Ewa Enogidigan. I remember your son, Comrade Stanley Osase Osakwenokwodin. Oba Atokpe, he said, make all of una open na ayo, Hiram Nomigo na thief. You guys should have a nice day. Those of you who are requesting to see these pictures of Hiram Nomigo investment here in Edo State, specifically in Benin City and in GRA, I will make it a point of duty to snap it so that I will show you guys. Then your eyes will be open. Thank you very much.